What up, y'all? Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry it took me so long. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry y'all been waiting on me. Internet was tripping. It's about the thunderstorm, and I'm wondering if that's what it has anything to do with it. It's about the thunderstorm. So I hope that's not what it is. But if it is, it is. We're gonna deal with it. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? Welcome. Yeah, I had just downloaded something new on my computer, and it was tripping. Like it wouldn't let me get on my internet. Like I kept trying to click on StreamYard and it wouldn't let me get on StreamYard. So I had to restart my whole computer because I don't know, I guess something didn't fully connect that I was trying to connect. Child, I don't know. What's up, everybody? Hey, Mr. Zudi. Okay, let me go to the top, work my way down. Little baby, B-Lo. What's up, Sylvia? Mr. Zudi is here. Where you been? I ain't seen you. I asked about you yesterday. Abs, Shawana, how you doing, boo? Yeah, Mr. Zudi. I haven't looked at the whole video. I'm not gonna front. So I don't know what she's been saying about Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. Like, I don't know what information... I don't know what tea she spilled about Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. I was just going to discuss the whole comment situation. I was looking at Jada's live so I could get the tea, and his live was giving him problems. We got some storms rolling through here, so I don't know if it kept messing with Jada's live because of the storms. Hey, Cole. Hey, Nene126. How you guys doing? So I don't know if that's what the problem was. Hey, Demetrius. We had rain and thunder for the last 2 days. Well, we had a storm that came through last night. Hey, Blue Cartier. Hey, Brandon. How you guys doing? Jonathan. Hey, babes. Hey, New Jones. What's going on, New Jones? Hey, Rochelle. So I know we went to so it's thundering now, so I guess it's another storm trying to come through here. So we're gonna make it do what it do. Okay. I need to watch the full video. Listen. Y'all know how short my attention span is. How long is the video, Mr. Zudi? Y'all know how my attention span is, child. I saw the clip where she was talking about the situation with Common. But I saw what she was saying, how her and Erykah Badu had beef. And I know she used to roll with the Roots, Jay-Z and stuff. I'm not familiar with her. I probably know if I'd heard a song she was on, but again, hey, Kels, hey, babes. But again, I ain't put that much energy into Googling her, okay? She said Jill was fast. Does that shock anybody? I mean, I never got the impression that Jill Scott was chased. I think sometimes people mistake spiritual for something different. Like, you know, Jill Scott is very hotep and very connected to the ancestors and the spirits and all of that. But I never think that she wasn't a woman that got her groove on. Like, you can listen to her music. And Erykah Badu, no disrespect, but Erykah Badu got 4 kids by 4 different men. Ain't never been married. So, I never connected, the whole hotep thing with being chased. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. She talked about Common, the Roots, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, and Jimmy Fallon. Damn, Jimmy Fallon? Well, I guess because of the Roots. She's really hurt by Malik's death. Well, I figured something had to spark all of this because I was like, dang, girl, you telling everybody business. See, here's my thing. And let me be clear when I say this. I don't want nobody to misunderstand nothing I'm getting ready to say. Because if you are a victim, you are a victim, you are a victim. And I don't ever want anybody to feel like I'm questioning somebody who's a victim, because that is not. I don't want anybody to come. I don't want nobody to think that's where it's coming from. If this man assaulted her, as much as I love Common, it ain't right. Period. Unfortunately, situations like this come down to his word against, he say, she say. And when you and here's the thing, when you put your business out there, then you open it up to other people's interpretation of what they want to believe. When you weren't telling anybody your business, it wasn't nobody's business to know. But you went on IG Live and you chose to share with the world your business. So if you sharing the world your business, you have invited me to have an opinion. That's how I feel about it. Now, There are some things that are in the public eye that I don't care about, and there are other things that I have opinions about. This is one I have an opinion about. So I say all that to say, I'm not saying that I think Common is a saint, because I'm sure he's not. I don't know that man personally. I'm not even going to sit here and say that Common did not violate her, because I don't know. I was not there. But what I am going to say is she's talking about a situation that happened 20 years ago. And again, I'm not saying that lessens her as a victim. That's not. Walk with me, y'all. Because I know y'all about to go left now. When I say that, y'all about to go left and be like, but just because it happened 20 years. What I'm saying is, even if Common was that dude, I don't think Common is that dude. Does that make sense? Even if 20 years ago he was an asshole and he treated women like that and he expected sex from women and he felt like women owed him something. 20 years ago, I was a lot younger. I had a different mindset. I did things in my 20s I would never do now. I behaved in a way in my 20s that I would never behave now. She didn't say that man raped her. She said that he expected sex from her and he treated her a certain kind of way. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm saying I don't think he did. That's my opinion. Hey, Natalia. Y'all, everybody drop a happy birthday in the chat for Natalia. Drop some emojis. Natalia just celebrated a birthday. So please, y'all, wish everybody a happy birthday. Right, Abby, we seen that video with Jill Scott and that microphone, like, child. I'm good. How you doing today, Natalia? My auntie in the house. She was talking about the bus tour and what goes down. But you know what, Mrs. Zudi? Once again, go back and read some autobiographies or even some biographies on some Motown artists. They talked about that, there used to be this thing called the Motown Review. Because, back then, there wasn't no MTV and wasn't no it was American Bandstand, but black people wasn't on there. And Barry Gordy used to do these tours they called the Motown Reviews, where he would take all his artists out on the road and they would hit all the Chitlin circuit. They would hit all of the, all of the this spot and that spot, and they would go all through the South and all of that. Baby, go back and read some stories about the Motown Reviews. By the time them tours was over, everybody was sleeping with everybody else, and anybody that had a wife or a husband back at home, don't matter, because you had been cheated on, okay? They was all swapping partners, okay? Florence Ballard had an affair with somebody from the Temptations, and that's when Diana Ross was sleeping with Smokey Robinson, and I mean, that's just to name a few. Like, it was happening. So that ain't nothing new either. People go on tour and make bad decisions. Like, that shit ain't nothing new either. And I'm not defending bad behavior, but I think sometimes we hold the same standard in every situation. Some things are black and white. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But let me just be real with y'all for a minute. I'm just going to give y'all some of my real business. Okay, this is my real shit. I have had situations with guys in the past, back when I was, either in high school, coming out of high school, in my early 20s, okay? That could have gone real left. But for the grace of God, go out, right? If I were to run into that person or those people now, 20 years later, would I think that they were that same person? Or would I think that he was young and stupid and thought that if you bought a girl a nice dinner and took her out and spent a lot of money on her, then at the end of the night, he expected something in return? Am I defending the bad behavior? Absolutely not. Because like I said, it could have gone way left and it could have been a way different situation. But what I'm saying is, I would not automatically assume that is who that person is today. I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say. And I'm not saying it just because he's Common. Like, I'm using my own situation. I'm gonna think of a specific person. I'm not gonna say his name, but a specific person, right? When it had a situation in college, right? If I walked into a room and that person's in that room, I would turn around about face and I would not even walk in that room. I didn't want to be in that person's presence. I didn't want to be nowhere around that person. I didn't want that person nowhere around me. If I were to go to homecoming 20 years later and see him, my reaction wouldn't be the same. And my reaction wouldn't be the same because I wouldn't assume he's the same person 20 years later. Probably married with some kids and some more shit. I just wouldn't assume that. Now, I'm not talking about, serial rapists and all that. I ain't talking about that kind of stuff, y'all. But I'm saying, Colin and this woman, from my understanding, they were dating. They were seeing each other or whatever. Because let me be... I'm not going to go there because y'all gonna take it the wrong way. So let me just shut up. She's hurt because when her son was killed, none of them called to check on her. So a lot of what she's dealing with is coming from a place of pain, which I understand. He only used to get the 12th Street, that he only used to go to the 12th Street to use the gym. Oh, because that was the gay gym. So now she's saying that Common was gay. Well, which one is it? Did he want to rape you or was he gay? Shut up. Let me just shut up. Because I'm about to get myself in trouble. Let me just shut up. Let me finish reading this. Let me get caught up on the comments. I feel exactly what you're saying. My thing is the way she's talking, she would bust him in the face for trying. So why not spill the beans right then and there? Well, Kels, a lot, victims don't say things for different reasons. So, she was still a female in a male dominated industry trying to come up. And, it really could have, let's assume for a minute, Common is 100% guilty. It would have been career suicide. In that moment, at that time. She's upset because nobody from the Neo Soul girls and the dudes that they were moral for Malik, that they didn't help him when he needed it. But here's the question. Who's to say they're not going to? Who's to say they're not planning something as we speak? Maybe she ain't in on the plans, but who's to say nobody's doing something? I refuse to believe nothing is going to be done. But what we have to understand in this world of COVID, shit don't happen as fast as it would happen when we didn't have to take those things into consideration. Look at John Lewis. Like, it took like a week. Look at who was it? It was somebody else that passed away. Naya Rivera. They just had her memorial service last week. Like, things are not happening overnight like they would in a normal world right now. And especially if they're trying to plan something virtually where all of them can do a tribute to him, like, that shit takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. Now, maybe she ain't in on the plan. Maybe ain't nobody called her. But I just feel like I don't believe that there would be nothing said or done for Malik. I don't believe that. Now, I could be wrong. Prove me wrong. But I don't believe that something isn't going to be done. I've been in close situations a couple of times that had me scared, but like you said, by the grace of God, yeah. And I knew both of them my entire life, one age and a few years older. Yeah, I mean, again, listen, I look back and I had put myself in some real fucked up situations. I ain't lying, I have put myself in some real fucked up situations. But for the grace of God, go out. That's all I'm going to say about that. Really be you're a good person. I still have issues with folks that stole my mental. Listen, I think you're mistaken what I'm saying. I didn't say I would be his friend. That ain't what I said. What I said was I would not immediately assume that this person became a serial rapist because he tried to get a little piece after we went on a date back in college. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying, but you have to be careful because victim shaming would be the next. Exactly. That's why I was like, let me shut up, because that's not what I'm doing. I am in no way, shape, or form saying that this woman doesn't have trauma, because I don't know. I don't like to think about that. I don't like to think that Common would do that. I really don't. But if he did it, he did it. Like, I don't know. But what I will say, or what I do feel is, I got questions, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. I have to read all the comments. Okay, wait, but you mean like I missed some comments in the chat? Listen her live. I would think he was worse. Oh, you would think he was worse? Okay. Mrs. Zoo, like I said, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I did listen to the part about Common, but I didn't listen to the whole live about her and Erykah Badu. I know she got beef with Erykah Badu. She clearly seems to have an issue with Jill Scott. So Malik was the founding member of the Roots, and he died suddenly. Over the weekend or last week? He died suddenly. Did we ever find out what happened? Did we ever find out how he died? I don't remember reading that. She was spilling all the beans about her ex-husband, that he used to mess with trans girls in Philly, and he only loved to go to her ex-husband, not Common. Oh, she was talking about her ex-husband. Oh, that her ex-husband liked to go to the... Why is she telling all... Okay. I think these long Instagram lives on interviews are getting people in a lot of trouble. I feel like people just feel the need to talk just to keep... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would you need to tell us about your ex-husband? I don't care. I don't even know that man. Her husband would runt. What does that mean, kills? Runt. R-U-N-T. What that mean? I know what a runt is, but what that mean they would runt? What that mean? Malik is her brother. He was in the group. So that's her blood brother? She feels like her brother was neglected and now he's dead. Folks are phony. But it was also, and I think we also have to acknowledge the fact that there was a break, that he left the group, the Roots, and there was a break there and there was an issue there. So I think we have to acknowledge that too, that there was some shit that went on between him and the Roots. He was a founding member, but he left the group. And so we have to acknowledge that something is going on with that. And so she may also have some feelings about certain things based on the information that she knew about that as well. So we definitely gotta look into that. She also said that Erykah Badu was jealous of her, and the song "Booty" is about her. When she said your booty might be bigger, but I can still get your nigga. So there's a history there, and again, the whole thing with her and Common notwithstanding, it seems like she just got issues with all of them. And now she's telling us about her husband. She spoke on how the Roots dropped his insurance when he got sick. Ooh. See, I feel like we need to get both sides of that story. Because, for example, and I'm going to tell you why we need to get both sides of that story. Let me give y'all an example. Mike from Boyz II Men. To hear Mike tell the story from Boyz II Men, that him and the group had a falling out. They dogged him. The minute he got, they knew he was sick, and the minute he couldn't perform, they just dogged him out and left him high and dry, and that's the end of the story. To hear him tell the story. But the real version of the story is, eventually, yes, they did. But in the very beginning, he stayed on payroll for a minute. He was still getting paid from the group, not what I'm saying, the company, Boyz II Men, the company. He was excuse me, he was still getting paid long after he stopped performing with the group. It wasn't an automatic thing. So when I hear people say, they dropped his insurance, I need both sides of that story, because who's to say that it wasn't a situation where it was a gradual thing? Who's to say he wasn't given warning? Who's to say that they didn't try to work something out with him and they couldn't? We don't know what the situation was. And so you're telling the situation from the point of view of where you're hurt and you have that side. But and again, that's not to say that I don't know these people, but I just know, like I said, in the case of Boyz II Men, Michael, he walked around and made it seem like, the boys did him so bad and Boyz II Men did him so bad and they did him so bad. But then when you get the whole story, you be like, oh, that's what happened? Okay. It wasn't really as bad as what he made it out to be, You know what I'm saying? Beautiful Soul is in the chat. Hey, Beautiful Soul, how you doing? Did I see somebody speaking to Beautiful Soul? Hey, Miss T Velocity, how you doing? I really need to listen to the 1 hour video. I don't know if I have 1 hour in me, Mr. Zudi, but I will try. Her husband found her in a pool because of an OD, and instead of taking her to the hospital, he said to her, I couldn't take you to the hospital because people would think that I was trying to kill you. What? As soon that happened, her life insurance was changed. Some like that, and that was a red flag to her. So they broke up. As soon as that happened, her life insurance was changed. Something like that, and that was a red flag to her. Oh, thank you, Miss T Velocity. Thank you so much. So they broke up. She just sounded like she went on a rant and told all her business. And like I said, I'm not saying that Common didn't do it. I would like to think that he didn't, because I really would hate to think about Common in that way. But if he did it, he did it. And, you know, the same should apply to him that applies to all rapists, you know, or he attempted, was it attempted rape? She's not saying he raped her, right? She said he attempted to rape her. So I just hate to see it. No, it's okay, Mr. Zudi. It's not that. I'm just trying to understand. I don't want to misinterpret what you were saying. That's all. I just want to make sure I understood what you were saying. A lot of these neo-soul, hotep artists seem spiritual above all the BS, but low-key, they be the messiest ones that have so much drama. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I think people confuse hotep with something different. Like these, listen, like you said, listen, I could, some experiences I've had with some quote unquote hoteps, child, be on some bullshit is what they be on. Hey, Views of You, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I just, like I said, you know, she had an overdose and he wouldn't take her to the hospital because she said that the people would assume that he killed her. Not if you took her to the hospital and she didn't die. Child, I don't know. Listen. Mr. Zudi, I'll go back and listen. I'm gonna try to listen to it. I'm gonna try to listen to it, Mr. Zudi. When I get off of here, I gotta go get me something to eat. And if it ain't storming by then, I'll listen to it in the car. Okay? I'll listen to it in the car. But because like I said, I don't mean no harm, but anyway. Yeah, I like Common too. But again, Common is not above reproach. If Common is wrong, Common is wrong. Let's have a view rolling around out here in these streets, honey. Yes, child. So anyway, that's that. But Mr. Zudi, because I love you, I promise you that I will make the attempt. I promise you that I will make the attempt to go listen to this whole live and hear what she got to say. But like I said, I'm not. You know, I don't want nobody to think I'm capping for Common. It's just something about, like, just, I don't know. Oh, well, we know Abby. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you took her to the hospital, they wouldn't think you tried to kill her because she would have told you he didn't do it. Somebody been looking at too much Snaps, honey. I don't know. The storm got you twirling. It's storming where you are, a view. It's thundering over here, but it hasn't done anything yet. But it's threatening to. It's thunder. I can hear the thunder. So now Dr. Dre, let's talk about Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre and his wife are being divorced. Now let me be clear. I have canceled Dr. Dre. I canceled Dr. Dre a long time ago when when I'm talking, some of y'all might not even remember what I'm getting ready to say. I canceled Dr. Dre way back when he choked D Barnes. Now y'all may or may not know who D Barnes is, but D Barnes, she was in the rap group Finesse and Quist. Yeah, Finesse and Quist, and she also was an like a host of this show that used to come on. Oh, in my area, it came on Channel 5. And I don't even think Channel 5 was Fox 5 then. Now it's Fox 5. But I don't even think it was a Fox station, and it was just Channel 5, like a local station. But they used to play rap videos and stuff like that back when I was younger, when I was a kid. And wasn't too many places playing rap videos. And she was a DJ on there. And this was not a DJ, but the host. And she had Ice Cube on the show when Ice Cube and the NWA had split. She had Ice Cube on the show. And of course, Ice Cube was talking shit about NWA, and she had NWA on the show first. And they was talking shit about Ice Cube. So when Dr. Dre saw her at a club, he assaulted her, like he whooped her ass. She took him to court. Now, this is before we heard about the allegations against Miss Chalet and all of that. Like, I ain't know nothing about him whooping Miss Chalet ass. But that was way back in the 90s. Like, that's before the Eminem days. That's before the Snoop Dogg days. All of that. And I remember giving him the side eye there because I was like, and that was before like TMZ and stuff. So you would hear these stories, but they would be like a rumor type situation. You wouldn't really know. You would just hear, be like, did you hear Dr. Dre beat up D Barnes? But you didn't know all the detail. Like today, it would be all over TMZ. Somebody would have had it on a video phone because they'd have had a videotape they'd had their phones on in the club. So it would have been a whole different situation in 2020. But it didn't really get a lot of smoke back then because we didn't have all that we have now. But I remember that back then. And D Barnes, she spoke on it again when the Straight Outta Compton movie came out. She spoke on it again. And it sort of came back around again. Yes, Miss T. Velocity. You remember, yeah. Mm-hmm. See, Nicole. Hey, Nicole Stevens. I remember Wendy gave D Barnes some money on her show last year. Really? Okay. See, I don't watch Wendy, so I didn't know she was even on there. Hey, Carolyn. How you doing? Wendy talked about on her radio show when, yeah. So I know D Barnes came back around, and she was basically making the rounds when the movie NWA came on, and when the Straight Outta Compton movie came out, because I believe Dr. Dre was an executive producer on that, and she was saying how that part of the story they didn't include her part of the story, or her story wasn't told, or what have you. He still doesn't get smoked for it. He goes out of his way to keep people quiet for what he's done to them. Well, that's just like with the Miss Chalet. Miss Chalet had a whole movie about it. Like, there was a whole movie on, what was it, on Lifetime, VH1? It was on one of them channels. She had a whole movie talking, and it showed about her abuse and how Dr. Dre treated her. And people act like it ain't never come out. People act like the movie never came out. Nobody know nothing about it. You know what I mean? But okay, so with that being said, he's going through a divorce. Him and his wife are divorcing after 24 years. Now the trick though is she has a prenup, and they don't have any minor children. All their kids are grown, so there's no there's no child support situation. He has agreed to pay spousal support, even though I don't think he has to under the prenup. But she is now challenging the prenup because, one, she's saying she signed it under duress. And two, she's saying that after their second year marriage, he tore it up. So in her mind, it was null and void. Now, let me say this. One, him tearing it up is symbolic. I promise you, he had 20 more copies, and his lawyer had a copy, and it was filed with the court, and whatever else you do with a prenup, because I've never had one of those things. I don't know what you do with a prenup. But whatever you do with a prenup, I'm sure he had done. So him tearing that prenup up in front of you was all symbolic. It was all to make you feel good. Y'all probably had some fight. He was like, baby, I don't even want this prenup no more. We're going to be together forever. Like, it didn't mean nothing. It was all symbolic. So you thought it meant something. He knew it didn't mean anything. He tore it up in front of you. I promise you that ain't the original copy. I promise you he had 20 more copies filed with his lawyer. Okay? So that part, girl, no. The second part about you signing it under duress, now that's another conversation. But what I'm going to say about that part is because you remember Christina Milian. Remember Christina Milian, The Dream. They got married, and he made her sign that prenup. Like literally while she was in labor having her daughter, he made her sign that prenup. And the judge threw it out because the judge was like, she was in duress, like she was in labor. Like, you can't be having her sign legal documents while she in labor. Like, you can't do that. So her prenup got thrown out. Now, I don't know about your prenup because she said that she was under duress and she felt pressured and, you know, all this other stuff. I don't know if that's going to work 24 years later. I just don't know. Now, I know that there are some lawyers out here that can work wonders. I ain't saying it can't happen. I ain't saying it's impossible. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know if 24 years later it should work. But I'm going to say this about prenups. I 100%, I do not have a problem with a prenup if you have something that, if you're going into a marriage in a much better financial situation than the other person. I don't have no problem with a prenup, whether it be man versus woman, woman versus man. I don't have no problem with that. The problem I have, though, is I think there should be an expiration date on prenups. Because a lot of what Dr. Dre has built up, he has built up since they've been married. Like, for example, that deal he did with Beats by Dre when he made that deal with Apple that took him to damn near billionaire status. That was why they were married. And they had been married like 20 years when he made that deal. I just think there should be an expiration date on prenups. I think, remember, Star Jones prenup was a staggering prenup. Like, it was, if they've been married between this amount of time and this amount of time, then her husband got this lump sum. If they were married between this amount of time and this amount of time, then her husband got this lump sum. And then if they were married this amount, like after a certain amount of years, then the prenup was null and void. I am in support of that. After so many years, I thought prenups were thought. That's what I'm saying. But it depends on how you write it. But I think prenups should be, I think there should be an expiration date. Right, the tearing up meant nothing as a legal document. Exactly. I can tear up my mortgage. That don't mean I can't. I can go in there right now and tear up my mortgage. That don't mean I don't have to make a payment next month. I promise you that ain't what that means. Once it's filed, it doesn't matter. He can tear it up. Exactly. He can tear it up, burn it, shred it, do whatever he want to do. Yes, stuff you have before me is yours. Anything after that is ours. Yes, exactly. I thought in Cali, 7 years is considered a successful marriage and a prenup is thrown out and or needs to be renegotiated after that point, but I'm no divorce lawyer. I honestly don't know at all. I have no idea what the laws are at all, period. I don't know nothing about the laws. What I will say is, wherever their marriage is, she is contesting the prenup. So whatever prenup they have, she is saying that, or he is saying that the prenup is still valid, and she's saying no, it's not. So it'll be settled in court, but it looks like it's gonna get ugly because hell, they just said they were separated last week, and it's already getting ugly. So, but I'm gonna tell you what I bet you we won't find out. I'm gonna tell you what I bet you we gonna find out. If Dr. had any skeletons in that closet, they're gonna come tumbling out. If he even pushed her too hard while they was playing in the pool one day, it's gonna come out. Because a lot of people try to defend Dr. Dre with the whole Miss Chalet thing because they will always go back to, well, he's been married to his wife for 20 years and there's never been any domestic violence, so blah blah blah. People always like to, blah blah blah. But I bet you if there was some violence, there was some domestic abuse, I bet you it's gonna come out now. No matter what she say or saw, if he has it, that's all. Exactly. That Oprah said, look, Oprah told y'all a long time ago she ain't getting married. She got Stedman down in the guest house. She got Gail in the big house. She's good. Okay? Oprah is good. Here for X, if you're married with or without prenups, husband have to pay a pension. Oh, okay, pension because of the life that they built together. Yeah, Mr. Zudi, like I said, and the older I get, the more I'm okay with a prenup because I would, at this point in my life, I would expect that if I married somebody, he would have certain things because we just old now. I would expect you to have certain things. So I wouldn't, at my age, feel like I meet somebody and I'm entitled to everything they have. Like, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't have that mindset. Just like I wouldn't want them to feel like they're entitled to anything I have. Now, once we get married, if we start building things together, let's say we start a business together or we buy a home together, that's a whole nother conversation. But he don't have a right to my house, just like I wouldn't want anything to do with his house. I wouldn't assume that I have anything to do with his house. You know what I'm saying? Callie is where they married and the divorce is being filed. She's going to have to pull out some domestic violence to break it and get half or more. Mm-hmm. Folks are pretty scared of him. Why? How did she file no fault? No, I think they filed irreconcilable differences, I think, but don't quote me on that. You see, Wendy filed no fault, so no skeletons will come out. Someone should have spoken to Tracy Morgan because allegedly he didn't have one. Child. That's right. Tracy Morgan's wife, him and his wife are separating, and so is Emmett Smith and his wife. This must be, look, them quarantine life getting to y'all. That quarantine life getting to some of y'all. A whole lot of divorces happening, honey. That quarantine life ain't looking too good for some of y'all. Just because we ain't heard of no domestic violence issue doesn't mean they didn't happen. I understand that, little baby. Adrian Moloff. There was domestic violence in their house. I didn't follow that. Now, okay, Danny lives in California. So tell me what that means. You say it's a no-fault state. So tell me what that means. Because, listen, I'm just reading y'all the article. Clearly, the prenup is an issue. The prenup is an issue because she is trying to get the prenup thrown out. So the prenup is clearly an issue. Yeah, I missed all of that, little baby. I didn't know nothing about Adrian Moloff and the domestic violence accusations. I ain't know nothing about that. I looked at like the first season, maybe 2 seasons of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then quarantine life brought out the truth in a lot of relationships. Child, sure did. It sure did, honey. Yeah, that quarantine life getting to some of y'all, honey. All these divorces coming through, and that's just the celebrities. Who knows how many people are getting divorced, child? Those just the celebrities we heard about. But yeah, so that's what that is. That's what they had that going on. She was claiming domestic violence in their marriage, and they were photos of bruises on her body taken by their then chef. Interesting. Ooh, y'all, I'll be so glad to take these braids out my head, child. Ooh. Prenup stands before everything unless there's a clause in there for other issues in it for punishments. Right. So, and that's why I'm saying that's why she's trying to get that. She's trying to get it taken out. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm still here. Hold on a second. Yeah. But that's what I was reading, that she's trying to get the prenup thrown out, honey. She's trying to get that prenup thrown out. And after 24 years of marriage, I just think there should be. I mean, I know there are extreme circumstances, but I just think after 24 years of marriage, hey, Ty, what's up, boo? You being safe up there? Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday. You being safe up there? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all still hear me? I had to turn. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can still hear me. What's up? What's up, Kamisha? How you doing? Kamisha Reviews. What's up, bro? How's it going? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can still hear me. Thank you. So I hear another July baby, honey. He had a birthday. Okay, good. Because listen, y'all know I had to go. Y'all know I had to give in. I had to go get me an air conditioner, right? So I got a window unit. And the window was right there. So that's why I was like, child, I turned it off, but I was starting to get a little hot. Because now, listen, for those who weren't in my chat yesterday, honey, I've had a hell of a week or two And I spent a whole lot of money in these last couple of days. I had to go get me a new light, and I bought the wrong kind of light, and so it is hot as hell. And it's not giving me what I need. Like, I still don't feel like I have enough light. But I ran out to Staples today to go buy me a light when I should have just ordered one off of Amazon, which is what I'm probably going to end up doing. Is just ordering me one off of Amazon and I'll just use this until it gets here, child. I think I'm gonna hold on to the receipt and take this thing back because it's not the answer. It's not what I want. You know what, little baby? I'm listen. I ain't even mad about it because I know I heard how hot it is down there in your neck of the woods, so I ain't even mad about it. But y'all, I couldn't take it. I just could not. I couldn't take it another day. I tried to be a soldier. I tried to ride it out. I had no idea what's going on with my air conditioner. I have not talked to my cousin since Friday. You know, matter of fact, I need to call him today. But I knew I wasn't going to hear anything over the weekend. But I said, worst case scenario, a friend of mine already said he would buy the unit off of me. So I was like, well, I'm not really losing anything by buying a unit because he told me, he was like, well, if you end up getting a unit, let me know. And when you're done with it, I'll buy it from you. So I wasn't really losing anything. The only thing was they didn't, I told y'all that story yesterday. I ain't going to retell the story. But the only thing was I ended up spending more than I really had anticipated because the one I saw online, they didn't have any more of, child. So that's the only thing because I didn't want to spend as much as I spent. Child. Then I had to go buy a light today. I said, you know what? The universe is really giving me a hard time right now. But thank God I had the money to do it because everybody couldn't do it. So thank God I had the money to do it, child. I saw a video that in Cali, if someone goes to stay in your house for more than 3 days to a week, you can't put that person out of the house. You have to file a report at the police station. I'm not sure about, hold on. Nay. Yeah. What are you eating for dinner? I don't know, but I'm hungry. You're hungry now? Mm-hmm. You don't know what you want for dinner? You don't have nothing cooked you going to eat? I got some soup. I got salad. You have a soup and salad? Are you going to eat that? Right, what are you going to do? I don't know. When I get off my live, I'm going to get something to eat, but I was thinking about Chinese. The hibachi? I could do the hibachi. Yeah, do the hibachi. See what time they close, because I think they close at 8, honestly. I don't know again. All right, I'll look it up. Okay. I'll let you know if they close at 8 or not. Because I feel like they close at 8. What time is it? 7 something. Oh, what time is it? All right, sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Hey, Overdon Pablo's house got you on the big. Oh Lord, don't have me on the big screen. What's up, y'all? What's up? Now that's the thing. So I know that there are squatters. I've heard of those laws. I mean, here in Maryland, there's a whole squatter situation. I don't know all the laws, but I know the people know the laws because one of my good friends, she lived in like a really nice neighborhood. She like had one of them really nice houses in a really nice neighborhood. And one of her neighbors had the house had they left the house. They knew they were getting ready to foreclose, so they just moved out of the house before the bank actually officially foreclosed on it or whatever. So the house was empty. Next thing you know, what's people living in that house? They got the cable cut on and everything. And when they called the police were like, they're within their rights. I don't know what the law is, so don't ask me to explain it to y'all because I don't know. But I remember it was a big thing in their neighborhood because, she lived in one of those neighborhoods that had sort of gone bust after the housing market went bust, about 6 or 7 years ago now. She was in one of those neighborhoods. So a lot of people moved to her neighborhood, ended up losing their house. And so they had a few squatters in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the laws are, but there are some real crazy laws when it comes to squatters' rights. And the sad thing is the criminals are the ones that be knowing the law, honey. They be living in those houses, not paying no bills. Child, let me find out what time this place closed, honey. You can't kick a bum out your house, child. My neighbor let her son come back for a quarantine, and now she has to take him to court to get him out. See, I'm telling you, there's some crazy laws when it comes to. And the sad thing is, because that happened to, I told you about my best friend whose mom dealt with mental illness. There was a whole, I'm not to get all the details, but there was a whole situation with that with her mom as well. And again, even with her mental illness, her mama knew the law. And it was a whole court situation. They had to go to court. They had to do this whole thing to get her out that house. It was a lie. It was a lie. That happened here in Charlotte in one of the rich neighborhoods. Yeah, they had cut the cable on, honey. I said, how you cutting the cable on? You're not even on nothing in the house. Don't give them a key and don't let them have anything mailed to the house. Child. But the police showed up and the police were like, it was like the owner of the house would have had to do something. But like I said, the owner of the house had basically abandoned the house because they knew the house was getting ready to be foreclosed on. So they ain't even really entertain it. They were like, well, the house we about to lose the house. So whatever happens, Hey, Yoli. Where was you at last night? Huh? But if they die, who died? The owner of the house? Hey, Patty Duke, I ain't seen you in a while. Yep, so, hold on, y'all. Let me check this real quick. Let me see what time this place closed. I don't even see it on here. It might already be closed because I don't even see it on here. Yeah, so let's get into some of this reality tea. What time is it? Yeah, let's get into some of this reality tea before we get off of here. P-Valley. Oh, I'm loving P-Valley. I'm retired now, but I work mental health. I'll catch the replay. Yeah, mental health is definitely, yeah. They working you like child. They working you like a slave. Lord. H.I. So y'all know Bravo slid in. Oh, during the interview with Brandon, well, I was in the chat for a little while. That was a good interview too. If y'all didn't see that interview with Brandon from G Status ATL Hustle, y'all go check it out. Well, I shouldn't even say Brandon. He's done so many other things that were bigger vehicles than that. He was on the reunion special of Noah's Ark. He had his own web series for a while. So yeah, definitely check him out. That was a really, really good interview over there yesterday. Oh no, they open. All right, we'll call that order in when I get off of here. Yes, I'm definitely loving P-Valley. So, two things I want to bring up, you guys, about some of these reality shows that we're looking at. Then y'all know I do an hour. We're gonna get on off of here. So, Love and Huntsville marriage. Love and marriage. Why I always want to say Love and Huntsville marriage? Love and Marriage Huntsville. We got a whole situation with Love and Marriage Huntsville, you guys. So I don't know if y'all been following this. If y'all look at Love and Marriage Huntsville, there's a blogger who claims that Melody and Martell made up social media accounts under the name of Marceau to send them fake to send them information would make it look like it came from Marceau. So basically, they were trying to set Marceau up to make it look like he was leaking information to the blogs. So you saw the episode on Saturday night. That's what that whole episode was about, with them accusing Marceau of sending all this information to the blogs. And Marceau was like, I don't even know what y'all talking about. Like, why would I do that? Like, why would I send that information? Why would I say that? What are you talking about? Especially that situation about the tax returns. I never understood why they accused Marceau, because I'm like, how would Marceau have y'all tax returns? There are two people in this world that have a copy of my tax returns. Me and the person who does my taxes. The only other person that sees my taxes is the damn government. My best friends don't see my taxes. I mean, I know they were in business together, so maybe when they were doing business, he's talking about their business taxes. But there would be no reason in the world why Marceau would have a copy of your taxes. Why would Marceau send that out? And then when Melody made the comment about when Marceau supposedly said what he said about the sex tape, why you automatically assume they were talking about your mama? When he said something about mamas having a sex tape, why you automatically assume he was talking about your mama? Like, if somebody said something to me like, girl, you know they about to expose somebody mama with having a sex tape, it would never occur to me that they were talking about my mama. I wouldn't even, like, I know you're not talking about my mama. So why would you automatically think they was talking about your mama? Now, word on the curb is there is a sex tape of Melody's mama with Mark, with their brother Mark Holt. They used to date. They did actually date, and the word on the curb is there is a sex tape. Now, I don't know that to be true. That's what I'm getting. That's the information that's coming to me. I believe said blogger, how are they going to get Mel and Martell's tax return? Right. Now, according to said blogger, they were going to actually bring him on the show. They wanted Melody and Martell wanted him to come on the show and speak to this information that he had. But then Melody got mad at this blogger because he did an interview with the mistress. So once he did the interview with the mistress, Melody got mad and was like, screw it. No, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Also, remember last season when Melody was mad at Letitia, and the reason why Melody said she was so mad at Letitia is because she accused Letitia of leaking information to the bloggers, like certain things, like the picture of the car that Martell allegedly purchased for his mistress and all of that. Well, come to find out, it was Melody. Why are you texting me? Somebody who I know is looking at me right now is texting me. Why? And saying nothing. Why? Anyway. Right. Fake account. Exactly. Fake accounts. And so if you follow any of the threads, like I think it's even in some of the groups, like the Facebook groups, Marceau puts the screenshots up showing that it's the fake account versus his account. You know, a lot of times if you create a fake account and you make a slight difference that people don't pay attention to, and you just look at it at a glance, you automatically assume it's that person. And like if somebody made a fake account of me and just added a number, or they had a capital letter instead of a small letter or whatever, a lowercase letter or whatever, at a glance it would just look like ReallyBTV. You know what I'm saying? I know when you abs. I know exactly who it is, and he know who it is too, oh simpleton. What I say in my comment about some leaks from camps being self-induced, the Holts are a mess and thirsty for fame. Yes, they are. Yeah, see, that's who it is right there. Him, right here. That's the fool that just texted me. Dumbass. Well, you know, the mistress did an interview with Tasha K as well. I don't follow that particular blogger. I don't even remember his name, and that's no shade. I just don't remember his name. But if you go onto Instagram and you follow the Love and Hip Hop, I mean, not Love and Hip Hop, Love and Huntsville marriage thread, you'll find it. Make you a simple ass. You make me sick. Don Juan, Pablo. I think both of them are messy. Young Rich. Melody wants to be. The rumor was that because she's moved to Atlanta, so the rumor was that she was going to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think she wants to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Carlos King, who used to be on, he used to work for, he was a producer or something for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. He still has some connections there, and I think he probably was trying to get her on the show. Because now that her and Martell are divorced, and I really don't think the Scotts are interested anymore. Like, I really think this is going to probably be the last season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, because now that the divorce is what it is, I think they really are getting divorced at this point. And I just think that the Scotts are over it. I think Maurice and Marceau, I think all of them are over it. I think the only one that's probably not over it is Letitia. I think Letitia likes doing the show and likes being on the show. But I think Kimmy, Maurice, and Marceau, I think they are over it. But I didn't look at my phone because I figured it was you. Because I know y'all were sitting there together. So I didn't pick up my phone. See what I'm saying? That's why Naniva said, how is it that Love and Huntsville Marriage they could get in contact with Ariel. Ariel be reaching, listen, let me be clear. If you follow her Instagram, hey, oh Lord, and Lord, Chris too. Hey, but that's my boo. Hey, Chris, that's my twin. Hey, boo. That's my twin. Oh, y'all over there together? Y'all all over there together? I should come over there and bother y'all. Mel ain't got a lot to kick it, child. Right, she going on lives ready to talk, but wouldn't answer their call. Exactly. Like, she want to tell that she wants to talk. I think that peasant comment is what did it. Because up until he called her a peasant, she really had been playing her position, and she been being the dutiful side chick. But once he called her a peasant, honey, let that be a lesson to all y'all husbands out here with your side chicks. You can only push them but so far. They'll play their position to a point. Martell will be the new and improved Peter, child. Oh, I believe Martell will keep doing the show. I absolutely believe he will keep doing the show, child. Martell's, he's so arrogant. Oh, he's so arrogant. See how you can't sit yourself still? Oh, that's right. I am supposed to be on quarantine. I'm not going to get a bottle. You owe me a bottle. It was my birthday. Where's my bottle? How about that? I'm not going to get you no bottle. See, that's how people always going to go too far. They always want to go too far. I don't like how they're tearing down each other's couples to prop themselves up. Exactly. Right, exactly. And that's the thing, like, the stuff that they're saying about Marceau and Letitia, I just think of some low blows. Like Martell, I mean, y'all know I called him a whole bitch on my review. Like, it was just some low blows. It was some low blows. And it just, Martell is, anyway. So that's going on. So if y'all are in any of the Facebook groups and stuff, that's what's kind of out there right now, that the blogger is speaking. I guess since his name came up in the episode last week, he was speaking to clear his name up, to make it clear what it is. I just don't want Melody to end up like Lisa Nicole. That was before my time on Married to Medicine, so I know who Lisa Nicole is, and I know her husband was accused of being gay or something like that, but I know her and Dr. Heavenly did not get along. But other than that, I really don't know a lot because I wasn't watching it back then. And the other stuff he's been saying about Kimmy and Maurice is foul. They didn't exactly, like, they ain't even got nothing to do with it. And Kimmy was really trying to come at you from a place of friendship when she was talking to you. Like, for you to flip it, but again, Martell is a bitch. Like, he's a bitch. Marceau treats his wife like trash. But you know what though, Young and Rich, there's a whole backstory to that. And Marceau is getting a bad rap because there's a backstory to the Marceau Letitia situation that paints him in a really bad light. But when you get the whole story, it's just so much more to it. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way, but there's so much more to that story. Like, for example, the first season with the whole Letitia wanting to go back to work. And Marceau's thing was, we made a 5-year plan and we agreed to the 5-year plan. So now you're making it seem like I'm just some Neanderthal that just want to keep my wife at home taking care of the babies, when we had a plan that we had both agreed to, that this is what we were going to do so we could get to the next, so we could take it to the next level. The other thing is, Letitia owns a lot of, like, she owns stuff. So his thing was, like, she sold it now, but like she had her own apartment building. And his thing was, so why are you going to go work for somebody else when you have your own? You have your own properties. You have your own, like, you have a business that your name is on. Like, Letitia's name is on show. Like, that's, her and Martell own that 50-50. His thing was, you have a business. Why are you, if you're going to leave our kids to go work for yourself, why are you going to leave our kids to go work for another company? Like, it's just a lot more to that story. And Marceau allows himself to be looked at as the Neanderthal, but I think because he just doesn't care. Like, at the end of the day, he knows it's TV and he ain't tripping and he knows what's really going on. Now, don't get me wrong. I do still think that Marceau has a very, you take care of the kids, I take care of business. He definitely has that mindset, but it's not as nasty as it comes off on the TV. Letitia allows that storyline to spin because it benefits her. Because it makes her look like, oh, I'm just trying to go out here and take care, and be every woman and do this and do that. But my soul's thing is, but you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to go out here and make no money. You have your own right here. Like, you have your business right here. So it's just, and, again, that's not to say Marceau's perfect, because Marceau be getting on my nerves, but I think Marceau's funny. I just think Marceau's hilarious. But, he's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but some of it is just not, it's not so black and white. Like, it's not so he going, knock his wife over the head and drag her into the cave for her to cook dinner. Like, it ain't that bad. Now, like I said, some stuff I don't agree with, because, like, Marceau, go sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But some of it, it's not so black and white. But I love the love of Huntsville marriage not going nowhere. Melly confirmed the season 3 of her Atlanta home. Oh, okay. Well, if they've got a season 3 coming, then go for it. I know season 2 got cut short because of Corona. So they were still filming. From my understanding, they were still filming when they had to shut down. So what we're seeing is what they had already filmed. But I know she said that the divorce is going to play out. So I guess that's going to be season 3, or is that towards the end of season 2? I don't know. Yeah, little baby. Marceau reached out last year when the show first came on, and I guess he was like really looking bad. There was some information that was shared, and that that's some of it right there. That they had a 5-year plan. They sat down as a couple and agreed that Letitia would stay home and Marceau would go out and work. And it was for 5 years though. It wasn't forever. It was until all 3 of the kids were in school. And then, she would go back to work or whatever. And again, I'm not saying she's wrong for saying, listen, I have things I want to do. And I know my 5 years isn't up yet, but I want to go back to school and I want to go back to work. Like, she has every right to do that. Like, Marceau wasn't wrong for saying, but we had a plan. Like, you agreed to the plan and it ain't been 5 years yet. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. I'm not watching next season. I can't go with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen. If y'all saw my review last week, y'all know how I feel. I don't know if I'm gonna watch season 3. I just don't know. I'm gonna have to see how season 2 goes, child. Okay, I'll make that announcement because I'm gonna get off of here now. So 2 things before I get off of here. We can talk about this Thursday. I don't think I'm gonna be on here tomorrow because I have something to do all day tomorrow, and by the time I get home, I may or may not feel like you shut up, Don Pablo. I may or may not feel like coming on here, but Real Housewives of Potomac slid a little episode. Do y'all think Bravo did that by accident? Because they didn't advertise it. They didn't make a big deal about it. Like, it didn't even come on. You just had to have the app to catch that second episode. And if you look at the premiere date or the air date, it says October. It says August the 9th. But we were able to watch it yesterday. You think they did that? Y'all think Bravo did that by accident? That they ain't really need to drop that second episode? Because it just seems so weird. I've never known Bravo to do that before. Like, if they're going to do a 2-night premiere, they'll say it's going to be a 2-night premiere. But for them to just release both episodes like that and not advertise it, and it didn't even come on the network. It was only on the app. That was weird. What y'all think? That was weird. All right, 2 more things, and then we're going to get off of here. Yeah, I think it was too, Evs. I don't think it was on purpose. I mean, we got it now, though, honey. Because yesterday, Funky Diney, they did it on purpose. They don't promote. Oh, no, they promote the hell out of Real Housewives. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I disagree with you on that one. They promote the hell out of Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine. I feel like they promote the hell out of those 2 shows. Maybe I disagree. I disagree with that. I don't feel like they promote those shows any less than they promote the other shows. In my opinion, I don't think they do. No, they did a watch along live tweet on Twitter. You could watch the whole episode. I think it's a new feature. Oh, okay. So there's something new that they were trying. Well, that was stupid. I don't like it. Everybody don't watch the Twitter. Child. That's like that stupid HBO Max. That's the dumbest. HBO Max, that's stupid. That's just dumb. I don't think they thought about the HBO Max. That was dumb. So let me make this announcement. So for those of y'all who rock with us and y'all rock with DJ Face, what is it? Face the Music. Is that his whole name? Face the Music. Him and Don Juan Pablo are going to start doing All Request Mondays. They're going to start doing Zoom parties and All Request Mondays. So they're going to start doing happy hours on Monday. We've done them over here a couple of times, but I think the last time we did it as a Zoom, and it was connected to his Zoom account. So we're going to be doing that. He's going to be doing that, but y'all know I'll be joining in. It's going to be an all request. So I will have the email and all the Zoom information for you guys the next time, maybe by Thursday, I guess. But I'll definitely have it before Monday so that you guys can send whatever request they open. So you guys tell me what you want. So that you can send your request in, and y'all can send y'all request in, and which I don't see is my niece standing over there dancing. That's what y'all don't see. They probably will, Abby. They probably will. Abby wants to know, are y'all gonna be stripping for cash apps? They probably will.
Doing happy hour?
Doing happy hour, up. Stripping for the cash app. Why is that thing so big on my face?
What, the spotlight?
No, not Candy's dog one. No, he's a friend of mine. No, the thing over my face. Like, why is it so? Wow.
Which favorite place? Hibachi.
It's here. Yeah, Hibachi Express.
Oh, I got a good memory. Oh, I can order it on your phone.
I believe it's that one right there, the first one.
I better shake the room.
I don't know why that's right over my face like that. So, and the last one is, so have you guys, so yesterday, y'all know I started selling my Arbonne again. And so what I've decided is that with every live, we're going to do a product of the day. So you guys I can go over the products with you. You can see the products, and you see right there the ticker along the screen is the link that you would click if you want to buy something. I'll post the link again here. If you guys want to purchase something, hold on a second. So we're going to go in a second. I'm going to do a share screen so we can look at the item of the day. Hold on a quick second. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, so my bad. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this.
I know what I want. Let me know when you're ready.
I know that's what I know. What? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get off of here in like 10 minutes.
I'm gonna shoot the room.
You just gonna stand there and dance. You just really? That's what you think. I should really show y'all what she doing in here.
I'm gonna shoot the room.
I really should show y'all what she doing in here. She looking.
I'm gonna shoot the room.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's what you been talking about when you get like that?
Yeah. All right, you guys. So let's talk about it. Let me show y'all. So the item of the day I want to share with you guys are hold on. I'm really trying to, I meant to call customer service today. I'm really trying to change this, but it is what it is for right now. I heard she got a nose job. I haven't gone out of my way to go look for it. She got a what kind of nose job? So that's the link, you guys. I started selling Arbonne again. Arbonne is a European company out of Sweden. And the big thing with them is that when they sell, their products are all natural. So they're natural products. They have everything. They have bath and body. They have makeup. They have nutrition. So the item of the day that we are going to highlight I hit the wrong button. Share screen. Y'all know how I'm with the share screen chat. Okay, share screen. The essential oils. I want to highlight the essential oils today, you guys. We have a Rescue and Renew Pure essential oil that has tea tree in it. Okay, and you know tea tree is like the universal essential oil. Okay, we have the Rescue and Renew Pure essential oil Focus. That oil is to help you focus. I think I need to buy me some of that because y'all always say I'm all over the place. I need to focus now. Whatever. You have your oil, your Warrior Blend. This is going to be your more masculine scent, but it's your Warrior Blend. Rescue and Renew Essential Oil Limon. What can you do with lemon essential oil? What's that good for, Nate? You supposed to know.
I mean, I'm more of a eucalyptus peppermint type of person.
Well, I know what peppermint does. I don't need your help with the peppermint.
Well, I don't use lemon.
Well, you're supposed to know.
I mean,
you're my Hotep child. You're supposed to know all this natural shit.
When did I ask for that label?
You don't have to ask for anything. I didn't ask to be your aunt, but here we are. I'm just saying. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm saying I
don't know what the lemon does.
I didn't ask to have Monique as my sister, but here we are. So I don't mean.
I'll just take it as God blessed you with me.
You mean God blessed you with me? Anyway, we also have the lavender oil, which I use the lavender. I have lavender oil now, and I put a little bit of it on my pillow. Sometimes I'll put in a little bit of it in my wash. Because it relaxes you. It's calming. It's very calming.
Another good thing to do is to get baking soda and like an essential oil, and then you can use that. Like I'll do like baking soda with a little bit of eucalyptus and peppermint, and like I'll just like sprinkle it on stuff like maybe like my sneakers, sheets sometimes.
Okay, because your feet be funky sometimes.
It's a natural deodorizer.
Okay, it's a natural deodorizer.
I like run, so of course my
feet you run, your feet are gonna sweat because you run. That's right. And then peppermint oil, which I like peppermint oil. I told y'all I use peppermint oil in my classroom because, you know,
to calm them kids down.
No, the rodents don't like peppermint. They don't like the smell of peppermint.
My grandma uses peppermint. She puts it on like cotton balls.
Yep, that's what I
put it in corners and stuff.
That's what I do. I put it in my classroom.
Wait, y'all got rodents at school?
Yes.
A line? You see them?
I have.
Oh, bad.
Oh yeah. My building is old. My school where I work right now is the next school that's up on the chopping block to be torn down. Like it's old. Oh. Yeah, we're the next new school that goes up is gonna be my school. Like lead paint. I know we got asbestos. I know we got some asbestos in there. So the items of the day are your essential oils. You guys go check out the whole website. Abby, you're gonna love the makeup section. We're gonna do some makeup unboxings and things of that nature. And when you look at these two prices, you have a preferred customer price and then you have the regular price. And I told you guys that I'm gonna start. It won't be starting right now. It'll be starting next month. I will be having specials for I'll be having special prices for my members only. But that will be a members only video. So we'll talk about that when we do the members only. But for right now, these are the prices. Preferred customer is when you register. It's just like when any other store you go to, you become a preferred customer. You pay the little fee and then you can get the discounted prices. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I wouldn't necessarily sign up to do the preferred customer thing until you bought the items and you like the items and things of that nature. So, you know what, Abby? Don't do me and don't do my brush set. Don't do me and my brush set. That is where I got it from. But you ain't got to do that. Oh, her nose job wasn't good. Oh, no.
She had a Summer Walker nose job.
I don't know nothing about Summer Walker and her nose job. Okay, little baby said limited for cleansing and freshness. Okay, all right.
So maybe have some in your kitchen or, I don't know.
Right. Okay. And when you guys order, let me know that you ordered so I can shout you out. I can, let me know when you guys order. But that's the link. It's been going across the bottom of the page. You guys can definitely check that out. I've been inspired. I see that Brianna is doing her thing with the Scentsy. I see that as April, I said, well, shoot, I used to sell Arbonne. Let me go back to selling my Arbonne. I like it. I still use the Arbonne products. And that's the biggest thing is I still use Arbonne. It's not something that I'm just trying to get you. I still use them. Like you said, you saw Abby said that I used, she was talking about my damn brush set. Don't do me. Ain't nothing wrong with that brush set. I just thought I didn't need nothing but that brush set. Anyway. Exactly, Mr. Zudi, the shade of it all. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. It's been almost an hour and a half. Y'all know I don't be doing no hour and a half lives. I always say that, but I always feel like I do. So I feel like I be lying. Anyway, thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate all of y'all. You saw my Cash App is down there. It's not requested, but it is appreciated, especially with all this money I've been spending the last couple of days. Yeah. But check out my website, you guys. I hope you guys can find something that you like. You know what, Abby? Don't do me. You don't have to hate on the brush set. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to be out. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Bye.